I miss my grandma a lot today, this week. I don't know. I'm really, really grateful for my mom. She's actually been super wonderful and amazing. I've had a rough relationship with her over the years. She had a super rough life, and I think that she tried her best despite everything that went on with her. And I think about it a lot, how evolution for us as human beings, we don't really think in the same terms that they do with like animals or plants, or like how in our lifetime we'll see a plant evolve or we'll see an animal evolve. Like I always think about that Charles Darwin thing when he went to the island and that bird, like the beak got longer and it adapted to its environment better. And how, for us with technology, we are able to adapt to our environment better with the more resources and the ability to communicate, or like we have such better gender relationships, better understanding of assault and trauma, and we have more access to just information and people traveling and all type of stuff. Like for me, I joined the military and I left home and went to go explore the world, and like I always knew that was an option for me. I was a kid, like I can get out of this world, like this experience, despite what I went through, being homeless growing up, and living in cars and never having consistent feeling like I was gonna know where food was gonna come from, and like not really ever like having to go to my grandma's house to shower or showering in the boatyard because we don't have, it wasn't even like, oh, we're living in motels or hotels. Like we just didn't live anywhere. And so those experiences, like I remember as a kid on 9/11, like we were living in a truck and at a gas station, and 9/11 happened, and we hear it on the radio of the truck. I had to go sit in a pizza parlor that day and listen to the story of what happened. Because like to watch the TV, I have to see the TV in the pizza parlor. Like I'll always just remember like my life was different from a lot of people. But despite that, I had hope. I had access to resources that I don't think my mom have. I don't think my grandma have. I don't think my dad have. I don't think other people have. So despite, whatever I went through, I have hope. And so maybe their bad behavior or their circumstances is like explainable. I can figure out, how to have empathy with them, have a better relationship with them, because it makes sense when you make decisions because there's no other options. And when I realized my mom still lived in the same place, that a lot of the traumatic stuff that happened to her, like she still live where we grew up. We're from the Bay Area, like we're from here, from Vallejo. My mom still live in Vallejo. Like I want her to get out so bad, because I don't think she'd understand like she don't see it, right? But I see it. Like every day you go past these places, you and your brain, your memories are attached to these things. And I don't want to traumatize. Like you don't have no right to traumatize somebody if they don't feel traumatized, right? But you can just show somebody a different way, show somebody a different hope, because I left from here and saw the world and didn't have to stay around the places that caused me so much harm, the memories that caused me so much harm. And I got to become a whole, like, have more experiences that overrode those. And I don't think she ever got that. And so I think that's for a lot of people, especially if you had a hard relationship with your parents. Like, you probably left home, or you probably went and did other things and your parents didn't. And then, if that's not the case, like, you had the internet, and your parents' generation didn't have, like, the internet. So you had the ability to research or connect with people, or have these other people who are having, hi chicken nugget, or having these people who are having access to information. So the conversations you're having are different. The empathy you're having is different. My mom go on Twitch nowadays. I don't think my grandma went on Twitch. I don't think my grandpa, or my mom went on Twitch. I don't think the people my mom was around, or her friends, or the people in places of authority in her life, even if she wanted it, I don't think the people around her necessarily were empathetic or having these conversations, like, about abuse or trauma or healing, or being a whole person, or whatever the case may be. And it's different for us because we have these conversations in today's day and age, like, about men's mental health. And, like, I think about that for my dad. Like, I don't think he got to talk about his mental health, and, like, how my brother gets to, like, that's prioritized, where it's like, the family should talk about that, and you as the other people should care. And then you're priming those mindsets, you're getting that behavioral conditioning. And we talk about, assault and fair pay, and these are, like, it's just a different world and a different environment. And, like, I don't think they had that. And so a lot of it makes me think about evolution, like, in such a short generation, where I so desperately want to have a good relationship with the people around me, that, like, I don't want to, I had this, like, forever, like, you're the parent and you're supposed to know, and you're supposed to be better, and you're supposed to this. And it was like, I got to this point of, like, how was she supposed to know everything and do all of these things and, like, have all of this stuff when you so traumatized, right? Like, you so had same and if not worse stuff happen to you than happened to me, and then had no support, then had the Reagan era, and then had no, women couldn't even get bank accounts when my mom was growing up. Like, that's the type of environment my grandma and mom were in, Like, that's what the people was dealing with back then. Like, that generation of people, women couldn't buy homes, women couldn't have bank accounts. Them people was not living some like, oh, you're a grown-up type life. And so I'm appreciative for everything that my mom does for me now. Like, when I can ask her for help for stuff, like this weekend my sink in my bathroom broke, and my mom helped me, like, on went and looked up a YouTube video and helped me fix it over the phone on FaceTime. And I'm just like, the fact that my mom knows how to use FaceTime and YouTube, and that she's, you know, there and willing to help me after all of my anger at her over so many years, and that we're like able to like love each other and try to work on having a good relationship. Like, I'm just so grateful for her, because it took me a long time to get to the point of like forgiving her for my hard life, but really seeing it from a perspective of like, damn, you had a hard life too. You had a really hard life, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't have been there. Like, and I don't know, man. When you love somebody, it's like, fuck. You only get however many moments you get with them. And I wish that her life wasn't so hard, so that the moments that I had with her could have been better. And I still have time, so, but fuck, like, so many years wasted just being mad, petty, petty, because you go through shit like I thought her doing drugs and us being homeless and her having her struggles and being like, why couldn't you get your shit together? And now it's like, bro, you didn't have no support, and obviously, you know, she did the best that she could. And I tell people a lot, you know, like, I just had a conversation yesterday with somebody about people who abandon their kids, or not necessarily abandon, but parents that step away. And, you know, like, my dad wasn't there a lot for me and my brother growing up. And my mom did everything she could to keep us. She didn't let me go. Despite all of her hardships, she made sure she was a mom. She loved me so much. Like, through being addicted to drugs and having hardships in her life, love was not a thing that I lacked. Dedication from her. You know, when people talk about, I think there's that movie Hook, when the guy, the dad in the movie, he's played by damn, my brain is so foggy right now. He's such a famous actor, Robin Williams, and he's Peter Pan. But when he go and he misses his sons, game, and the son is like mad and angry at him and stuff. And it's like, I never felt like my mom didn't love me because she couldn't come to my games, or because she couldn't. Like, I always felt grateful that I had a roof over my head, because I knew how hard it was being poor. And the fact that at the times we did have a roof over our head, I was so grateful that my mom was actually working. And that she was actually like stable and getting her shit together. So it was like, please don't think that I need you to come to this little extra softball thing, or like cross country meet or wrestling thing, or like, I did great in school, like 4.0s all through high school. I had to, where's this goddamn fork? I'll just use a plastic one. I need to get one of those like plastic trays for holding silverware. But I had to parent myself because my mom was trying to parent herself or get herself together and get herself right. And I did really great at it. I did really great at, I never did hard drugs, never drank. In high school, I was a virgin until I was 19. And I was saving myself until marriage. So I joined the military out of high school. I graduated with a 4.0 honor roll. My mom came to my awards night, and it was so embarrassing because they didn't call my name. And my mom was like, and it was, I felt like they were calling me a liar, and I had the paper, and it was like, but I got the honor roll, and it made me feel like she had wasted her time. But I have a picture of us from that night, like, so I made sure I did really good despite her not being able to be there. But she was a really, really great mom. God. Because when I hear what other people had to go through in the sense of not feeling loved, oh, I know mine loved me. And to this day, I know mine loves me. And I feel so bad that my mom is what everyone would call a recovering addict or whatever. My mom has the hardships that she has, and I feel loved and cared for, and like I can look back and have fondness for her, and I can have empathy for her, and I can justify her actions because she had so much happen to her that, you know, it's nobody else's business but hers, and the things that she's decided to share with my brother and I over the years, little piece by piece, that makes the things understandable. But other people, I hope that they can get to that point of, come on, chicken nugget, of like having that good relationship with their parents, because you're so much a part of them. So understanding them, it's like when you mix red and white, you get pink. So your parents, regardless of how much you don't like red or white, you are, if all you see is pink, it's like you're still part red and part white, even if you dislike it. I got these things. They're like a Bay Area classic grape apple. But I'm so grateful for her, like, and it makes me miss my grandma, because I know my grandma wanted me to get to this point. And I wish I could have done it while she was alive. And ironically, like right around Christmas, we're not even at Christmas yet, girl. What do you want for Christmas? You gonna show them what I got you tomorrow? It's coming on the Amazon. I ordered her something. It's gonna come tomorrow. I'll show you guys. The girl, she really wants my food, but ironically, I had got contact again with somebody who knew me from when I was living in West Oakland, when I was 18, 19, before, you know, when I was in the military, and when I was living with my best friend Gwen in Oakland. And it feels weird. Before I started online stuff, before college, before any of it, we spent a better part of Saturday rehashing the past and talking about people and places and memories, and his most favorite person in the world, his father, passed away in the time span that we haven't spoke, and my most favorite person in the world has passed away, my grandmother, since we haven't spoke. And I think it was a lot to unpack. Definitely was a lot to unpack. It was nice to be around somebody, to talk to somebody who, outside of my family, who has been here the whole time, because you know, it's like when somebody watches, do you know those experiences when someone watches you lose weight consistently? It's not such a big jump from when someone sees you at, like if someone watches you lose 20 pounds, 1 pound at a time, versus if someone sees you go from 0 and then lose 20 all at once. Like if they don't see you for a couple of months, it's pretty drastic. And so having not seen this person for about 10 years, it was really drastic to talk to them about memories and laugh with them about everything. I haven't thought about, or I haven't joked about, or haven't been around somebody that had those parts of me for a long time, because they don't really know the person I am now. They remember me as a, so the person that they call me is Turnip. That's what their family calls me. That's what I'm known as to them. And so, and it's different because now, you know, I'm L. I'm online. I have a whole different personality, and it's just, it was nice to feel like I was it was nice to feel like I was with my grandma again. I think that's the best way to describe it. Definitely felt like I was about to be like, all right, dap him up, see you later, turn around, head back to my grandma's house. Like old times. Like how it always was, you know? But it is what it is. So, dip down memory lane. I think this month I've had too many dips down memory lane. From the MST stuff to the dealing with old content creators that I used to have to grandma, to friends. Like my brain is over frying. My brain is going through it. Brain is going through it. So I think I cooked this cheese too long or something. It's like, what do you hear, girl? It's good like in the middle, but then like on the outside it got like kind of a crust. So I don't know what happened. Because normally it's like, it just pulls apart. So it's a really long weekend. I bought Modern Warfare 3 days ago. I want to say almost like 2 weeks ago now. Like right after. I might have even bought that bitch on fucking Black Friday. If we can really be honest. Maybe even like Saturday or Sunday of Black Friday weekend. And now it is really Tuesday. And I still have yet to play Modern Warfare. And they keep asking me. And funny enough, now that I'm thinking about that, I have had to go online and DMCA so many old videos and do so many things that like my brain is over frying because my ADHD. I thought my medication was gonna work, but they readjusted my medication. It's not. I think my PTSD. So I wasn't really aware of this until therapy's great for this, but PTSD can impact ADHD because obviously your brain, when you have ADHD, it like cycles, like you bounce from one place to another place to another place, and it's like, oh, let me do this, okay, well, let me do this. Let me do this. And when you have PTSD, you are thinking about the thing that happened. And sometimes you get stuck there and you have nightmares and you have flashbacks. And when you have ADHD, you flash back to the things that, and you get stuck in that world, and you just, your body feel like you, and so you are stuck. And I know you want waffles, but you're a chicken nugget, so you can't have chicken and waffles. You see? You my therapy dog, but you aren't terrorizing me for food. She on camera doing it because she want waffles. Girl. See? That's all. I can have some. Gentle. Give me paw. Give me paw. Other paw. Other paw. Other paw. Other paw. Okay. And then she look at you because she thinking you gonna get her out of trouble. Evidence. Evidence for support of the case that the girl did not get enough waffles. Abuse. She doesn't get enough waffles. Tell them that I don't get enough waffles, Mama. I'll show you guys the thing that she got tomorrow.